there will be no real non-controlled currency in the world. There's no government that's going to put up with it for long. It's kind of cute now. A lot of the senators in Congress will say, I support Silicon Valley innovation. There will be no currency that gets around government controls.
Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a great one so far. We are discussing today the hypocrisy that is being exhibited by Jamie Dimon and by extension JP Morgan. Back in 2015, they told us that Bitcoin would never be a thing, no governments would allow it, and therefore people under threat of being imprisoned would never adopt it. Fast forward a few years, 5 years to be exact, and a 20-fold increase in price. And now JP Morgan is extending Bitcoin and cryptocurrency services to its clients. We'll unpack that hypocrisy for you here on altcoinbuzz.io. Joseph Lubin shares Ethereum 2.0 progress, and we're going to go rapid fire through some of these stories. There are a lot of them today. Visa, for example, is filing patent application to create digital currency on blockchain. They are one of many large organizations, multinationals, that would probably surprise you when it comes to the leaders in the blockchain patent space. Some of the big names up there are kind of surprising and a little bit refreshing to see, actually. So we'll take a look at that list and those that occupy it on cryptoslate.com. Here's why the next 2 weeks are pivotal for the Cardano Shelley Pioneer testnet. We'll also do a Cardano Price Analysis here on bravenewcoin.com. Back to altcoinbuzz.io. Zcoin to launch Deterministic Masternodes and LLMQ. Also on the site, Harmony One launches pre-staking Epoch. And finally here on btcmanager.com, tech consortium behind Zilliqa partners German bank's Fintech arm to explore blockchain solutions. Let's first take a look at the market, guys. Overall, we are up right now 1.7% on the day, $266.1 billion. And Bitcoin really seems to be knocking on the door of 10K. We came right up to it and I guess got pushed back a little bit, got rejected. But as you can see here, the trend seems to indicate that we'll get through it, through that resistance point, perhaps even at some point today, but it's coming up soon. Bitcoin up very nicely in the last 7 days. Check out the 10.2% rise in price over the last week. Right now, as I record, the price is $9,658 with a dominance of 66.7%. At AltcoinBuzzIO here on Twitter, quote, there will be no real non-controlled currency in the world. That was according to banker Jamie Dimon, no coiner in 2015, when, importantly, Bitcoin was $500. Fast forward a few years and a few $1,000s in price. Quote, JP Morgan extends banking services to Bitcoin exchanges. How can you square those two quotes, Mr. Dimon, to be that disingenuous, to be that out of touch with your previous statements and your previous, I guess, values or philosophy? I mean, not that I'm surprised that JP Morgan is really only in it to make money, but at least try to hide it. This really exemplifies that singular pursuit. So let us know what you think about this. Of course, they've extended their services to a number of select clients, including actually the Gemini exchange. So we're going to keep on top of this, but not before calling out the utter hypocrisy of Mr. Dimon and JP Morgan. Am I happy that they're getting on board? I suppose a small part of me is, but I'm more delighted to be able to poke fun at them and make fun of them for this kind of decision. Make sure you do the same and remind them of their hypocrisy at every opportunity. On altcoinbuzz.io, Joseph Lubin shares Ethereum 2.0 progress. This article here by David. In a recent interview, a co-founder of Ethereum and Consensus, Lubin commented on the progress being made regarding ETH 2.0 release. Of course, the goal of Ethereum 2.0 is to increase scalability. Lubin also mentioned that Ethereum 2.0 was getting ready to enter a system that, quote, different industries and enterprises continued to utilize regardless of its fewer scaling solutions on offer. He affirmed that ETH 2.0 would start providing scaling solutions on a whole different level. He said the following, quote, Ethereum 2.0 is the move to the prime time in terms of scalability. It will increase scalability for smart contracts on Ethereum by a 1,000-fold initially. And this also shows that the new version of Ethereum will be beneficial to the entire ecosystem. Also worthy of note, the Ethereum co-founder said that an increase in the number of firms, institutions, and enterprises coming to mainnet public Ethereum. In this mainnet, however, users would require ETH to pay for transactions and trading. On the increasing adoption of ETH, Lubin was convinced that making the cryptocurrency available on regulated exchanges was necessary in the long run. And check out the additional updates that are included here by David on Prismatic Labs and their technical details that are listed here. In other news, on btcwires.com, Visa files patent application to create digital currency on the blockchain. Yes, Visa has filed an application to make digital currency on a blockchain with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. It refers to Ethereum as a potential system, and the application details 2 records, one of which would specify, quote, the digital currency for an amount associated with the denomination has been created for a public key associated with a digital wallet. The other record takes note of the, quote, removal of the physical currency from circulation in a fiat currency system. And if you guys have never checked out the full listing of those top companies in terms of ranking for their blockchain patents, a lot of the names up there are actually more familiar than you'd expect. IBM is head and shoulders above the competition with 252 active patents and pending applications. Again, when it comes to blockchain specifically, Alibaba has nearly 100 and Bank of America has over 80. MasterCard is actually ahead of Visa with 73, but perhaps Visa will be pulling up at some point soon. So I'm just bringing this up briefly to highlight how perhaps surprising it is that really some of these household names, very popular, very established companies are in fact pretty much leading the charge when it comes to blockchain patents. It would suggest to me that the writing is on the wall and that they see the future. They want to get involved in this space. Even if they're not proclaiming it publicly, they're preparing themselves behind the scenes. No doubt about that. Here now on CryptoSlate.com, here's why the next 2 weeks are pivotal for the Cardano Shelley Pioneer testnet. Launched earlier in the week, the Cardano Pioneer Shelley testnet gathered a select group of pool operators that have been testing the Cardano network. And according to Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of IOHK, the testnet has so far been tremendously successful, providing important insights to IOHK. However, the next 2 weeks will be pivotal for its development as the company is set to deal both with new problems and scheduled optimization. Stake pool operators have been diligently working their way through the exercises created by IOHK, and according to Hoskinson, these exercises offer a twofold benefit. Firstly, they teach operators how to navigate the network and get the most out of it, and secondly, they act as valuable checkpoints for IOHK, allowing the company to have a better understanding of how far each of the stake pool operators have come. Hoskinson said that his team has a checklist of all the 19 stake pool operators where it was following how far they've gone through the given exercises, and these include everything from setting up stake pools to more complex pledging and delegation. Hoskinson also stressed the importance of the pioneers that have been testing Shelley. They, not IOHK, will be the ones that get more people on board the network. And they've all been instructed to create videos detailing their experience with Shelley and use them as a chance to introduce themselves to the community. The number of pioneers also grew from 19 to 32 since just Monday, as they have all been instructed to invite 2 more people to join the network. Quote, this is exactly how you launch a network, Hoskinson said, bringing a cohort of highly experienced and talented people that keep both you and your work in check while providing valuable feedback and helping you grow. For a detailed Cardano price analysis, check this piece out on bravenewcoin.com. Shelley mainnet release scheduled for later this year. This article goes into a lot of depth and explores what we can expect, at least in the opinion of this author, when it comes to the price performance of Cardano post Shelley and post all of these new implementations that are being introduced. It's a nice detailed piece with some good solid backing. Check it out. We'll link to it in the description below. On altcoinbuzz.io, Zcoin to launch Deterministic Masternodes and LLMQ. Article here also by David. Zcoin's April development update also includes improvement on the Lelantis protocol. So Zcoin has released its development update for April, and the update shows that April has been productive for the project. The platform's project steward, Ruben Yap, revealed the updates in an official blog on the 7th of May. So there are several steps that Zcoin has taken before the release of Deterministic Masternodes and LLMQ. In the blog post that was put out, it pointed out that final testing was currently ongoing, especially on transitions, and testing also included the ported unit for Masternodes. The blog also gave some detail about Znodes, the computers which can successfully host a full copy of Zcoin's blockchain. It mentioned completing the scheduled building of a Znode tool for hardware wallets beside implementing Qt-GUI for new Znodes. Major updates here, guys, in regards to headway with Lelantis as well as the Sigma mobile wallet. So if you're a fan of Zcoin, as many of us are, check out the rest of David's article for full information here. We also have updates with regard to Harmony One, which has launched a pre-staking Epoch. Article here by Rachel on altcoinbuzz.io. Earn rewards via Harmony One pre-staking. So the pre-staking Epoch has gone live on Harmony One mainnet. The popular blockchain scalability platform recently disclosed the launch of its pre-staking pre-staking Epoch. At Harmony Protocol tweeting on the 14th of May, pre-staking Epoch has started on Harmony mainnet. During this 1.5 days, validators will submit their first bids for the limited 320 committee slots. Delegators can start choosing validators for delegation at staking.harmony.one. Hint, early stakers get the highest rewards. And further down in the article, you guys can read more about how the bidding process works with an overview of its structure. If you've not heard about Harmony, well, Harmony One Protocol is a decentralized open consensus scalability platform, and simply put, anyone can join the network. Its open consensus is facilitated by three main factors. The fact that it's proof of stake, where holders work together to improve the network's security. Factor number two, deep sharding, where network split results in smaller teams or shards working together to increase efficiency. And factor number three, network optimization. Communication is divided into smaller parts before being shared, and this involves using Demlia routing. So previously we reported when Harmony announced a partnership with Chainlink, and also the platform has been a member of the Mousebelt Blockchain Alliance. You guys can check out those previous reportings with the links that are embedded here in this article. And finally here, guys, on btcmanager.com, tech consortium behind Zilliqa partners German bank's fintech arm to explore blockchain solutions. According to a press release from the 15th of May 2020, Singapore-based group of technology companies Anquan Capital Private Limited, responsible for the launch of the high-throughput network Zilliqa, has joined forces with the fintech arm of German bank WEG Bank AG to explore blockchain applications for banking and financial services. Like I said, don't be surprised when you see some banks up here in the list of blockchain patents, of those companies leading blockchain patents. So this is probably not all that surprising, and if you've been following the news, it is good news to share. For more information on all the details, check out the rest of this article, guys. We will link to it in the description below. That about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels, and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest, where you can go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you enjoy our videos. Best of luck if you choose to invest on this Monday, everybody. Have a great start to your week. Have a nice day off if that's what you're currently enjoying. And as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.